Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is part two of Reading Strategies quiz number one. We have questions from 36 to 70, which is the last question, and we end the first quiz. And if you have any quizzes that are related to the reading strategies, please pass them up to me. So I will try to work in my schedule. I know it's a little tight, but I will do my best in working it in and do that and answer it with you guys. All right. 36. Hemp was grown throughout history. Blank its versatility. It can be used to make many things, many different things. Because because, since, as a result. As a result, it's if it was there's of as a result of its versatility, we can say that, but no. Because of should be a preposition here. Because of. All right. 37. In many countries, education is compulsory. Every citizen must learn reading and writing. What does compulsory mean? You see here, every citizen must. It is required. It is, oh, oopsie, kind of let it slip out of my mouth. So is everyone available? Universal means for everyone. Oopsie, for everyone, right? Available, it is found everywhere. For example, everywhere. Everyone, you know that. But required is compulsory. You must learn reading and writing. Okay? 38. The downtown shopping area is now a pedestrian zone. In other words, anyone, should be capital here, anyone can walk except cars. What does a pedestrian zone, pedestrian mean? An area for cars, kids only, workers, or walkers. Cars, there's an exception for cars. Cars cannot drive there, cannot walk there. So yeah, except cars. So no. Kids, no. There's nothing mentioned about a certain range of age. Workers, not laborers either, but walkers. How anyone can walk. Anyone with no, anyone. Every walker can walk. So for walkers, 38, 39. The global economy crisis affects the entire world. What does the word entire mean? Few, no one, all, never. Few means for more, a few things, like one, two, three, three things, for example. No one, zero. But all is everybody. Okay? Never is like no one. Entire means all. It's like saying infect affects all the world. Okay? Palestinians should determine their present and future. No one else can. Who wrote this question? Palestinians should determine their present and future. No one else can decide that. What does the word determine mean? Determine, make a guess, a decision, repeat, fly. When you determine something, you decide. You decide and you make up your mind about a thing. Okay? Decide and determine. Similar. Okay? So make a decision. Decision is sorry. A decision is the noun of decide. And decisive is the adjective of the verb decide. Okay? 41. When Sarah was sick, her voice was almost inaudible. We couldn't hear what she was trying to say clearly. Okay? We couldn't make out what she was trying to say. So very loud, easy to hear, very soft, hard to hear, very strong, uncommon, or very shy, introverted. So very, she was sick. When you're sick, you cannot speak. Your voice is inaudible. So it's soft. Okay? Is it very loud or very soft? Strong or shy? See? See the vocal? All right. Each one of the students blank the core of the educational process. It's saying here, don't get tricked. Students, you don't put are. Why? Because we have each, every, any, none, every person, everything, every. So takes S. Even if we said none of the students is the core. Each of the students is the core of the educational process. Okay? We can change the meaning polite into its opposite by adding the prefix. Uh, let's check. Impolite. Impolite. So here, this polite, which is correct. That's right. Impolite. Okay. In, the prefix in. All right. To change the word thought into adjective form, we add the suffix thought, full, thoughtly, thoughtful, thoughtful, thoughtful. There's no particular grammar for adding prefixes or affixes into the words. You just have to know them. And how do you know them? You read, constantly. You read continually. You always read. You practice reading, of course, in English, and you get rid of and you just you know do away with translating into Arabic. All right, the sociolinguistics class was rescheduled. The sociolinguistics class was rescheduled. Everyone was everyone was depressed. Oh yeah, it's not depressed. I bet everybody was happy that it was canceled or rescheduled. But there is a result. Everyone became depressed. I bet everyone was happy, but so everyone was depressed. Okay, 46. The desserts taste very well. Okay, because we ate too much. As a result, ate too much. While we ate too much. When we ate too much. See here, because it's too delicious, it's tasty. The desserts were tasty. We ate too much because of that, because of its delicious, because it's delicious, okay? We ate too much. So as a result. Why? Because we're having a result of the desserts. We change the meaning of the word possible into its opposite by adding prefix possible, the meaning into its opposite. In this or an impossible. Blank will you leave? Because I feel sick. Why will you leave? Are you leaving? It's better. Why are you leaving? And the answer, because I'm feeling. I am feeling sick. All right. Class do you prefer? English 1. Which class? Not what. What is when you have only one thing and you cannot choose. Like here, sometimes you have to infer it. But whose class? If it was a name like Ahmed's class, whose class do you prefer? Oh, I prefer Ahmed's class. Okay, which you should prefer, by the way. But which? You have more than option. You have English, Arabic. We have like linguistics, statistics, and all of these subjects. So you get to choose which class do you prefer. How? I'm sorry. Blank did she say? She wouldn't study tonight. What did she say? Why? Because it's a thing. She said a thing. She did not say how that thing is said or done, or who that person was, or should she which she would choose. All right. Blank is your university. How is your university? How often? Duration or frequency of an activity? No, how far? Not talking about a distance nor duration. So how? Just plain and simple. How? Now, pay attention. Blank do Muslims pray a day? 5 times. So we're talking about repetitive actions or repeated activity. Okay? How far? No. How long? No. When? No. How often? When we talk about repeated action, when we talk about repeated actions or events, something that happen regularly and it's like a routine, we say how often. How often do you go to work? How often do you work hard? How often do you take your family out? And so on. Okay, duration. All right. The blank place from Australia is Chile to Chile. It's on the it's on the other side. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the farthest, the farthest. You see here, we have superlative, the longest, the farthest for the distance, the farthest place from Australia. Is it Saudi Arabia? Is it Kuwait? Chile? Like Africa? And so on, okay? We get to choose. We choose Chile as the farthest place from Australia. Okay. I don't think that your BMW car is. So here we're blank my Mercedes. So we have two things. My BMW, my Mercedes. Your BMW, my Mercedes. We compare. My BMW is fast. Your I'm sorry. My Mercedes is fast. Your BMW is fast. But I do not think that your BMW is faster. And we have than, faster, er, not est, er here, faster than. Okay, we add the prefix blank to the word regular. regular, to change it into its negative meaning. Prefix. Prefix means at the beginning of the word. Okay, there you go. You got it? Blank car is that? It's Omar's. It's Omar's car. Okay, Omar. Who? No. We're talking about a possessive adjective. My car, his car, their car, your car. Okay, our car. Okay, so we ask for the possessive by the WH question, whose? Okay, whose car is that? Who is for humans, people. Which is for options. When you have one, two, three, you have to choose. Oh, I choose two. I chose two. Whom is for the person, the objects, and the sense. Okay. Uh, does it take does it take you to land 13 hours? All right. Are we talking about a time? In a sense, it is time, but we're not talking about how the time, you know, passes by. We're talking about the duration. We're talking about how the thing is done during a period of time. How often? No. How far? For the distance. Like, how far is it? Well, it's 100 kilometers. Okay. How long is the how question for the duration? So how long? Yeah. 58 is the mall from your house. 17 kilometers. See here, 17 kilometers. So we're talking about a distance, right? The distance between my house and my mall is 17 kilometers. How how often? How long? No, none of these is the correct answer. Why? Because how is for the state, the manner. How often is for the mm, re repeated actions, activities, events. How long is for the distance, and how far is for, I'm sorry, how long is for the duration, how far is the distance. I took some money from my bank account, bank account to buy some groceries. Oh, then I began to cook. What does groceries probably mean? Bad dream, a bad dream, a cigarette, a book, some food. When you go to the grocery, you can buy milk, leaven. You can buy some sandwiches, like cheese and olives and olive. Yeah, so some food, definitely some food. Some lasers are very treacherous, deadly. What does treacherous mean? Exciting? Is something treachery? Is something treacherous exciting? Ooh. No. Is it nice? I don't think so. Some lasers. We're talking about lasers. Lasers can do great damage to your eyes, your body, to other people as well. So I advise you not to play with lasers if you still do. Dangerous, safe. It says here deadly. So if it's something deadly, it wouldn't be safe, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be nice as well? So dangerous. Please stop gossiping. I thought the exam had already started. What does gossiping probably mean? When two people gossip, in the exam or before an event or before something big that will happen. This is called gossiping, and we mean by talking to each other. I mean, talking bad. Oh my God, the exam is so hard. I didn't study. Did you study? No, I don't know. I didn't open the book. So this is gossiping. Okay, this is talking. All right, this is talking. Arab people are identical to all people around the world because we're all humans. Really, who wrote this question? Everyone is equal. Every person is equal. Okay? Everyone is equal. Arab, Westerners, Americans, British, Egyptian, Indians, all are equal. Okay? This is a very stereotypical question. Shouldn't be on the test, really. What does identical? The same. I don't want to explain that really. I have mixed feelings about it. Many Arab explorers stirred around the world. What does stirred probably mean? When you have traveled a lot around the world, you stirred. You stirred around the world. You traveled. It's the same expression when you have a cup of milk and you have your spoon and you make rounds in the milk. You stir the milk up. You stirred it up. Okay? So here it's an expression of traveling and moving around the world. All right? Around the world. The word decisive is an adjective. Is an adjective. We change the meaning of the word agreement into its opposite by adding the prefix disagreement. How? Well, you should have read. If you suffer asthma, this is not asthma, asthma. Asthma means breathing difficulties. Yeah. You cannot breathe well, okay? Don't go to Mexico City. It's one of the polluted, most polluted, polluted, three syllable segments or sounds. So you cannot say polluticist or whatever. So I cannot say it. So the most polluted. Why? Because it's more than one syllable. Not more polluted. If it's more polluted, then there's another city that is also polluted. Okay? So it is one of the most polluted cities in the world. The first adventurers to come to Canada were astonished by its vast. Here you have to pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Wild. The the base word, the base form is wild. And wild means the the place where animals and the nature is there. It's not a forest, but it's like safari. You know safari? That's wild. That's a wild place. It's wilderness. See, that's the adjective. I'm sorry, that's the noun. Wild wilderness. Okay, wildly wilderness. Okay, because it's a noun. Noun. All right. By its vast, vast is an adjective, and wilderness has to be a noun. The moon is than the sun, so we have comparative. The moon is smaller than. Babies can ingest, ingest hard food. Huh? Yeah, no one can do that. No one can digest food. Okay, because they have no teeth. Babies can't ingest heart food because they have no teeth. What does the word ingest probably mean? Reject, engage, eat. Why? Because they have no teeth. If it's in your mouth, it'll be in your stomach as well. So eat, ingest. Final question. My manager promised to dispatch letters of admission very soon, but I haven't received the letters yet. What does dispatch mean? Dispatch? When you send off something, that means you dispatched it. All right? So thank you very much and good luck in your final exams. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask, right?